Number 7, here's the final step and no doubt the trickiest. How do you sell a home and buy a home at the same time? Well, you've got two options. It's early morning, you're the first one up and the house is quiet. You're having your coffee and the notion strikes. I've got to get out of this place. I need a plan. So here's the plan. Step 1, pick your city. If you're watching this video, you probably know what city you want to move to, or you're trying to get away from wherever you are. Either way, start the process with a cost of living comparison tool online. The best one I found, datausa.io. It's free and it's awesome. For most of us, we find a lateral move, cost of living wise, to be way more comfortable. The whole secret is to find a balance between cost of living and quality of life. And that's what the rest of this video is about specifically. Step number 2, get the money thing squared away. I am not asking you to put a spreadsheet together, but I want you to get a clear-eyed view of what you can afford. Without fail, if you don't, you'll start picking out houses that are well above your budget. I did the same thing. Talk to your lender, find out what you qualify for, find out what the hard costs are, down payment, closing costs. If you have a house to sell, get a professional in there to find out the price so you can figure out what the net proceeds will be when you sell the house. Estimate your soft cost. What's it going to cost to move your family across the country? What's it going to cost to go travel to the new place from time to time? Because you'll want to do that. What will it cost to fix up the old place in order to get it to close? Will that cost you very much? What you're shooting for is a ballpark number on the top line and bottom line going into this thing. You want to have a real clear picture of what you're going to afford before you take this next step. Step number 3, find a professional on the other end that you can trust. You're going to be making big decisions on the information you're gathering. Find someone that's willing to help. Find someone that knows the area. Find someone that's not so PC the information's no good. There's laws against steering, and that's where a professional influences buyers based on fair housing laws. You don't want that. But find somebody that's bold enough to give you an opinion. The initial goal is really simple. Do enough homes exist that you really like that you can honestly afford in the area you're looking for? That it really is just that simple. That's called a target-rich environment. If you're looking and doing searches and you're only coming back with 1 or 2 houses that you really like and you can afford, you're in the wrong area. It's as simple as that. The reason I know this so well is I live in a place called Brentwood. It's kind of exclusive, kind of expensive, but it's also quite popular. And people will call all of the time saying, I'd love to live in Brentwood. What do you got for 300, 400, 500? Nothing. That's why I'm familiar with target-rich environment. Number 4, come visit the area. If you've determined there's enough housing options for you to choose from in your city of choice and you'd like to make a new life there, come visit the area. This isn't a time to come out. You're not coming out to buy a house. You just want to see how it feels. Now, there's going to be some situations where buyers will come, they find the house of their dreams, and they're able to financially, they will buy the house. That will happen. But the bottom line is, just stay for a couple of days. Do some windshield time, see the sights, drive around the area, drive by several of the houses that you saw online, see if they live up to your expectations in real life. Trust me, when you get back home after you've done this, you'll know for sure if this is a move you want to make. Step number 5 is about employment. All I'm going to say is if you're moving to a new town, I'm assuming you got the job thing figured out. Number 6, the big move time to list your house. Once you're confident in the area that you're moving to, the houses that you're seeing, make sure that you do whatever you can to maximize the profit on the house that you're leaving behind. Fresh paint, wall repair, fixing any obvious issues. This isn't a how to sell your house tutorial, but just remember this formula. Move-in ready equals maximum dollars. Number 7, here's the final step and no doubt the trickiest. How do you sell a home and buy a home at the same time? Well, you've got two options. Do you put a contract on a new home while your old home is listed or under contract, hoping to be able to close both at the same time, or Do you wait till the old one sells first before you put a contract on a new one? Of course, that's going to leave you homeless. That depends. Option 1, if you're cutting it close financially, you're almost forced to buy and sell at the same time, and that comes with some risks. That means when you put in a contract, there'll have to be a sale of home contingency probably on that. What that means is you're going to lose some negotiating power because sellers really don't want to see sale of home contingencies. Because if the deal falls apart back home, that means the deal in the new place is going to get real ugly real fast. Keep in mind, these usually work out, but you just need to know that going in. Option 2, if you have a little more financial breathing room, you may be able to rent in the new city while you're looking for a place. This has massive benefits. You can wait for the perfect house to come along instead of being tied to a timeline on a home sale and having to compromise. You don't want to do that if possible. You retain your negotiating power. If a deal falls apart, no big deal. You just wait for the next one to come along. If at all possible, do plan B. There's the fortunate few that have the ability to buy a house while they're selling the other one and not have any home sale contingencies. That's cool. Of the 3 options, 2 and 3 will allow you to sleep peacefully through the entire transaction. Option 1, you can get it done. Just understand there may be a little more stress associated with that.